Favourite of the jump is Clone. They're ready and they're off. And they came out in a perfect line. And from the outside, Mr. Digger's hunting for that lead quite convincingly, getting out in front. Clone dashing up on the inside with Old Wine Drinker, who in the centre, and GM Gage, a line of 4 with Fancy Stripe as they turn. And they're all wedged up behind the leader. And that is as they go to the back, Mr. Digger, second last. Tap the Admiral's got 5 behind the pace, and last of all is Music Giant. With a nice opening cushion on them, out in front it is Mr. Digger by almost 2 lengths. Up in second, GM Gage, a length away third, Fancy Stripe, now shading Old Wine Drinker, Who and Clone. Couple to Tap the Admiral, second last, stalks the pack, and catching ground, Music Giant. They head inside the 4.5 furlongs towards that now, in fact, and it's Mr. Digger. A length to GM Gage, a length and a half Clone, Old Wine Drinker, Who and Fancy Stripe. Tap the Admiral, biding his time back, second last, and last is Music Giant. There has been no change to position whatsoever. And Mr. Digger makes play as they head into the far turn. By a length, GM Gage getting forward. 2.5 to Clone, Old Wine Drinker, Who wriggling home, and Tap the Admiral's closing now. And Tap the Admiral's run to third quite quickly as they head to the final quarter. Out in front, Mr. Digger. GM Gage second, Tap the Admiral coming after them very swiftly on the outside. In behind runners, Fancy Stripe, Old Wine Drinker, Who, Clone, and last, Music Giant. And they turn, Tap the Admiral's 3 wide, but out in front, Mr. Digger. GM Gage the centre, and a line of 3 as Tap the Admiral goes on and has hit the front. On the inside, Mr. Digger kicks on. They're neck and neck. Mr. Digger the inside, Tap the Admiral the outer, and GM Gage. Tap the Admiral the leader. GM Gage fights back on the inside. Tap the Admiral a neck in front, and Tap the Admiral's gone on to win about a half a length. Second, GM Gage.